I'm talking the 175 and up club. Duh, we cook good, we eat good, we look good.
Hanging out, Trinidad James in studio.
How you doing? What's going on? What's up, Palm Springs? Well, Bianca.
What's going on, man? I'm excited. Your first time out here.
Nah, it's definitely a blessing. It's great. I appreciate it. The love, it should be nice.
It's already warm here. You heating it up though with your new single.
Hey man, just working, doing my thing. You know, that's all I can do.
It's exciting because I really liked it when you came out the first time. You know, all gold, everything.
Right.
That was my song.
I appreciate that.
And it's been a minute. I know that there was a lot of talk, like when that happened, about this huge deal, and it kind of like was the talk of the town.
Right.
And then it kind of, you know, we didn't see you for a minute. Now you're back. What was going on in between that gap right there?
I was just working on myself as an artist, doing what I needed to do to get my music get together, my business together. You know, just really figuring out how I want to move out here in the industry because, I mean, I didn't come out or release my first project, Don't Be Safe, or release I'll Go Everything and just do that and stop.
Right.
You know, like I'm in the game for the long run, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. And in order to do that marathon successfully, you have to know what you need to do. You need to know the right things and what to do and who to rock with, what not to rock with. In order, only way to find that out. You know, I do this by myself. You know, like I don't have no big homies or no mentor, none of that weird stuff or whatever. I figure out stuff on my own. So you know, I gotta go through experiences to learn how to be a better person. That's just like human behavior also, you know. You gotta learn from your experiences, and that's what I've been doing, is learning the game, learning how to be a better artist, and also at the same time, you know, learning to be an adult.
What do you think the number one thing you learned just from that situation? Because your song, it took off, and people had so many different perceptions of who you were as an artist and all these different things. What do you think the number one thing you learned from that situation that you're playing now, putting music out?
I mean, to staying true to myself. You know, if you pay attention to the game, you'll see a lot of things change about it. And at the end of the day, ain't no telling what somebody do for success, but I feel like the best success is when you're able to stay yourself and be successful from it. That's the type of things that people remember you for, but you know, whatever it is. You know, like people will always remember I'll Go Everything is one of the biggest songs to drop in forever. You know, like you'll never forget it. You never forget the imagery. I mean, you're not gonna forget me, just in general. You know, and for me is that with that already being established, you know, I feel like a lot of artists work very hard to have that type of memory on people. Like, oh, I do remember, you know, this, that about, you know, that type of situation, to remember it some type of way. Because when you're gone, you're gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who you are. When you're gone, you're gone. And so it's important for you to do what you need to do while you're here, the most memorable stuff, period. You know, and a lot of people take that to different extremes. And for me, I just want to be remembered for being that person who was always original, however you felt about it. You know, unapologetic about it. You know, like I was doing me, and I always cared about the culture, and I always was going to be fashionable doing it.
I love it. I can remember that video like verbatim, I feel like, in my memory, just because of, like you said, everything it was, like how flashy, just how you came on the scene. And it's just like this song. This song is huge right now.
Thank you.
And it's taken us back, you know, to that 99 and 2000 a little bit.
No, I mean, for me, I always wanted people to have a good time, man. Like, that's what I'm about. You know, I pay attention. That's also what I've been doing when you haven't been hearing from me. I've been paying attention to the game, you know, and seeing what everybody's talking about. That's how I came in the game, paying attention to what it was. And that's why I was able to give you something different in order for I'll Go Everything to be so successful, is because I paid attention to what everybody was doing. I was like, I'm not going to do anything like what y'all doing. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but it's not for me.
Right.
And that's also what I've been doing in my downtime now, leading up to Just a Lil Thick, and, you know, the success from it. You know, I mean, I've dropped projects during, you know, the time from I'll Go Everything to now. But it was basically a test, you know, building my core fan base and the people who are gonna rock with me no matter what. Like, everybody don't live and die by the radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta figure out how to build that core fan base the right way. And this was something I had to figure out because I came into the game radio strong, heavy.
Right.
One of the biggest #1 urban single, it went crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just went platinum not too long ago or whatever, through just how they got the new streams and stuff like that. So it's a very successful record, and that was literally my beginning in music, period. So with that being said, I don't know anybody else whose beginning has ever been that crazy in hip hop, should I say. We usually see people when they're like, you know, got the rough edges off.
Or like, yeah, like they built a buzz, and you're like, oh yeah, I've been hearing about him, I've seen some shows, and then boom, he kind of blows up. But for you, it was just like, who is this guy?
And that's, you know, everything that you've seen was me basically learning how to ride a bike from the beginning. Not me like, oh, I done rode around the block a couple times. Oh, let me show y'all what I can do. You know, you see me actually getting the bike first. You know, I just want to do good music and be a good person while doing it. And also, on top of all that, I want to do good business. You know, that's one of the main things I paid attention to in the game. I feel like business gets shifty when things get serious. You know, and I don't want to ever do shifty business, because you can't do good business. And I come from a background of doing good business with people, whether it's in the street, whether it's selling sneakers, whether it's running a store, whatever. Everything I did in the past prepared me for where I'm at right now in the game. So, you know, it's beautiful.
And I know when you were like first making the song, first writing it, you were actually in a session writing for Rihanna. But you were like waiting, is that what happened?
My new single, yeah.
Yeah, so you were, so it was just, that wasn't really going at that moment, right? Like you were waiting around, and so you just started like playing with this one?
Yeah, just working, you know, I had the idea popped in my mind, and just started pinning it down, and then recorded the hook, like the hook, my engineer next morning, you know, he recorded me. I was like, yo, go ahead and pull up that beat that we had from Mustard, because my guide already sent it to me, asking me like, yo, do something on this beat. And
did you know that was like the vibe you wanted to go with it?
When I first heard the beat, I didn't know. I was just like, yo, this is an unusual Mustard beat. Like, it wasn't like your normal Mustard beat. I was like, yo, I like this. You know, I had it for about like 2-3 weeks before I actually recorded something to it. Just kind of vibing to it from here to here, because I got so many beats on my computer. Just so much music I listen to on a daily basis in general, not even just my own. So when kind of like the time arose when we was in the session getting ready to write for Rihanna, and you know, just went with it. Had the first verse done, and we had the hook in the first verse, and then some more time went by, and I think I just hollered at Morning again, and I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna get Mystical and reach out to him, you know, and he was like, yeah, that'd be sick. And you know, I kind of listened to my people closest to me, you know, just for the, I always make my own decisions, but I'm always interested in the people that I know keep close to me, you know, just how they feel about it, you know, like if it's, you know, just the energy in the room. I'm a big energy person, you know, like everything I have to be yes, but if it's like, you know, I kind of fuck with that or kind of mess with that, you know, it's like, all right, cool, you know, and he's like, you know, that might be dope, and I'm a big fan of Mystical, and I mean, I grew up with Mystical. He's the man to me. So it was an honor just for him to even want to do it. And I reached out on Twitter because I didn't know the guy. His manager reached back out. You know, I told him my case and what I was trying to do, and he gave me Mystical's number. And I reached out to Mystical and I told him what I was trying to do. And I'm a big fan. And if you're rocking with it, rock with it. And if you're not, I'm still a big fan. You know, and he was like, send it to me. Sent it to him. He loved it. He sent me back the verse like in 3 weeks tops. And you know, it kind of even painted a bigger picture in my mind, because I usually do all my videos, and so I usually do all my songs video first. Like thinking the video, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna go crazy. Like if the video don't feel like it could be viral or entertaining, then I won't do the song. That's how my mind works when it comes to songs. And when Mystical got on and did his verse, and it was just like, yo, this is amazing. First of all, I'm working with somebody I grew up on. I bought his first album, and now he's on one of my songs. This is dope. And later on down in the year, Dickie heard the song through some mutual people I do business with, and we had met last year during a video shoot in LA for Nicki Minaj's, Ray Streamer's song with Nicki Minaj, Some More and Thug. And you know, they introduced me to him, and I wasn't familiar with his music, but I heard his name. I just wasn't familiar with the music. Met him, he was a cool guy. I liked his vibe. He played ball, you know, so that was something that we kind of hit it off on. And he's funny, you know, and he's himself. And I appreciate people in this game who don't have a problem being themselves. You know?
What's your snap? Wake up,
Shout out to DJ Banks, shout out to Miss Miami, and shout out to everybody from Palm Springs, nigga!